Second, and watch this video right here, close eye from the Bronx here. Look at that, a man recovering after falling at least a dozen feet underground. He was waiting for the bus when the sidewalk just went out from under him. But he said what he saw next was even scarier than that free fall. Want to get out to News 4's Mark Santia live in the Belmont section of the Bronx. Mark, what a fall. And I understand you talked exclusively with the man's mother.
We did speak with his mom. The man is still in the hospital. Natalie, you can see this temporary green construction fence behind me. It stretches down the block. This as crews work to fix that hole. Now, there's a busy bus stop over here. You always see people standing, waiting to catch a bus. Leonard Shoulders was one of those people. He was just standing on the sidewalk when the sidewalk opened, and he fell through. Watch the man in the green sweatshirt. That is Leonard Shoulders. He walks along the sidewalk of 3rd Avenue right across from St. Barnabas Hospital. Leonard is waiting for his bus. He steps forward and then falls through the sidewalk. Take a look at that again. The sidewalk opens up. Leonard tries to hold on, but drops 12 to 15 feet below the ground.
He's traumatized. He said he went straight down and he was just falling. But the debris was falling and hitting him in the head.
Cindy White is Leonard's mother. She cannot believe what happened to her son. Cindy says he's traumatized. In this video, you can see people look down the hole. They're asking Leonard to wave his hands and scream if he's okay. The man waves, but refuses to open his mouth because...
So he's like, Mom, the rats down there were ridiculous. He was like, they were so big, and he was scared to yell out because he thought that they were going to go in his mouth.
Police and fire arrive. They get to work. The FDNY spends more than 30 minutes carefully removing Leonard from the hole before he's loaded into the ambulance.
He's alive. Yes, thank God.
There are 3 businesses behind this temporary construction fence. Those 3 businesses here, they're all closed down as crews work to fix that hole. Then they'll be given the all clear. We're live in the Belmont section of the Bronx. I'm Mark Santia, News 4 New York.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. And that's definitely happening in New York City. With humans pretty much out of the picture, rats have been emboldened in a way few have ever seen. Stephen Fabian went out to see what's going on. Stephen?
Deborah, as the lockdown continues in cities and towns across America, rodents, specifically rats, are taking to the streets like never before. Experts say because so many restaurants are closed, there's less garbage being collected, and the rat population is starving. So these nocturnal creatures are becoming more and more aggressive as they launch a desperate hunt for dwindling sources of food. They're everywhere.
Oh my God, look at them all.
Dirty, stinking rats. Dozens of them swarming around trash cans. Just look at all these rats. This is crazy. Scurrying down the sidewalks, even climbing up into cars in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. With the city on lockdown, the Inside Edition Rat Patrol spotted them hunting the deserted streets for any scraps left behind. Living in New York, you do see rats from time to time, but man, it never looks like this. In swanky neighborhoods on Manhattan's Upper West Side,
Hello.
near the New York Historical Society Museum, we spotted rat after rat pausing for their close-up.
There's a good-sized rat with a fry.
And down in the narrow streets of the financial district, other monster rats scoured for midnight meals. Oh, look at this big one. Holy smokes. But nowhere was the problem as bad as here.
This is so gross.
In and around the trash outside this Chipotle on the Avenue of Americas, just a few blocks north of iconic Radio City. Mayor Bill de Blasio was asked about the rat problem at this very location last week.
As New Yorkers, unfortunately, we know way too much about rats, and we are certainly not going to ever let it get to be a worse situation. We're going to fight it back.
But our cameras found they're still here, and they've brought reinforcements swarming all over this trash can. Night after night, we've seen avocado shells in this trash can here. The rats have been all over this thing.
Right now, the stress is limited food availability.
Matt Fry, a rodent specialist with the New York State Integrated Pest Management Program at Cornell University, says the rat population is stressed out due to the pandemic, and rats are becoming more aggressive as they expand their territory searching for food.
New York City has been known to have a rodent problem, but now because of this pandemic and social isolation, we see it more, it's more visible.
While there's no evidence that rats can become infected with COVID-19, experts worry they could carry it on their fur or their feet.